Good morning, everybody. It is a cold morning here in Ohio, Saturday, April 4th, and Jake and I are getting ready to go listen to some turkeys, hopefully. I think they're gonna be breathing some fire this morning, as they say. So, typically we do this as soon as April starts, really, even sooner. Just to kind of get a handle on what some of the birds are doing. So we're gonna take you through what we do, why we do it. It's pretty simple, and how it helps us kill turkeys. So, all right, I got Jake with me now. We're gonna throw her in drive and get ready to roll. All right, we made it to our destination. It's 6:34 right now. Sun's coming up. Looks like it's gonna be a pretty morning, but we're just gonna take you through what our spring mornings look like before turkey season opens. So we got two hillsides that we're gonna listen to, and we have permission on both of them. This is actually where I killed my turkey last year. So just gonna see what the bird count is, if any right now, assuming they gobble, and go from there. Easton's at another spot up the road that we hunt, and we'll talk about some things here once it gets light. We just got out of the truck and we already got one. I think it's on, I'll have to get on my maps here. I think it's just on the neighbors, but there's one over there to listen to, so. We're trying to pinpoint right now exactly. We're hearing, I think, two different ones gobble. And we do this a lot. We're on our maps right now trying to pinpoint where they're at, and we'll mark the location about where we hear them so that in case they use the same roost trees once the season comes, we have a generalization of how to get in on them. But I think they're just on the neighbors right now. It's kind of hard to hear. We got a main road right in front of us, but it sounds like there's one on either side of it, I think. So. All right, well, mission accomplished, I guess. We heard one here. I think one or two, it's hard to say, but we're gonna drive really quick while we still got a little bit of darkness and go up the road to another property that we hunt and see if we hear anything there. So number one tip, I guess, so far is get out early, listen as the sun's coming up, mark on your map, whether you use Hunt Stand or Onyx or whatever, where you're hearing them so that you can reference it, you know, in a few weeks when we are actually chasing birds. So let's hop in and go to the next spot. You rolling? We just got to the next property. We wanted to listen. I think we might be a touch late. Oh, never mind. A pile of them just went off. 6:51. This is a new piece we've never hunted. We just acquired. They're perfect. Right up on, I don't know if you guys can hear that, right up on that hillside. That's awesome. Sounds like there's a couple maybe. I said a pile because I got excited. So to kind of talk through exactly what we do on these early spring mornings, number one, we take a look at the weather and we try to get a morning that we think they'll be gobbling at least decent. We like sunny mornings between 40 and 50 degrees or warmer, and then we'll literally just wake up early enough to get out as the sun's coming up when they start firing up on the roost. If we have an area where we have multiple properties that we hunt close by, we'll try to bounce from one to the other and try to listen and just make the most out of our morning and hear as many spots as we can. Obviously, like I mentioned at the last spot, marking on your maps where you're hearing these turkeys gobble, because a lot of times, not always, but a lot of times they'll use the same roost trees, maybe not every day, but over again. So you can kind of start game planning for where they roost and how to set up on them. So that's pretty much it. Other than that, make sure that you're wearing Crocs. Jake and I both got our Crocs on. Now, as we make our way back to the house, we're gonna do what we call getting permission on property scouting, and I just came up with that term right now. Literally just looking for turkeys from the road and then hopefully trying to get permission at some point. So right now with the coronavirus, we're not going to anybody's house, but I'll find a way if it involves a turkey and being able to hunt it. So I got a spot that I think we're going to see a handful. Hopefully we can show you some pretty video, but we can't hunt there. I've already asked, already tried, but we still like to drive by and look at them. So